It's another exciting episode of Metroid Samus Returns.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, Olive Branch. We took a bit of a break for the holidays. And that break kind of extended well up until the 14th of January, which is the day that we're recording this. But we're here now, and we're ready to continue our adventure on SR388 as Samus, to exterminate the remaining 3 Metroids.
Yeah, I mean, given that last time we got that huge power bomb, we killed Billy, we killed that other Omega without breaking a sweat. I wonder how the game is going to throw a curveball at us here.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of running out of curves to ball us. I don't know. It sounded better in my head. It's just that we're getting to the point where we're so strong and we have all of our tools and everything. Like, there's very little that the game can throw at us anymore, except for the Queen Metroid, of course. I said in the previous video, it's been a very long time since that recording, but I said in the previous video I don't think I'll be using the Power Bomb for other Omega Metroids, just because I want to maintain the challenge that they represent, or that they're supposed to represent. But in any case, we are here now, and I need to acquaint myself with the controls once again. Man, this game came out in September, and we are just kind of taking our sweet time with it.
Hey, I mean, that's the point. The whole point. We're not trying to speedrun anything here. We're not trying to get like something like a review copy, an early accessor thing to be like, I gotta get all the stuff out for my subs and all that, you know? We're just two guys like playing games on the internet.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking of monetizing my videos, or at least getting started on that, because apparently, like, if you have like 100 subscribers, then you're well on your way to being well monetized on YouTube, and I currently have over 1,000. So maybe that's a decent idea. A friend of mine really wants me to do it.
Well, the question is, what kind of videos want you to monetize? Would you just monetize your LPs? Would you try to monetize the stuff you do for Smash Brothers? What are you thinking?
A bit of both. For those not in the know, I run a second channel that has a bunch of tournament Smash Brothers videos on them. Before I go on, do we want to go up, to the right, or down?
Let's go down.
Let's go down, okay. I have a secondary channel that has a bunch of tournament videos for Super Smash Brothers, primarily Smash 4, and that has something like 700 subscribers right now. So that's something that I could do. I could monetize that as well, and like I said, you only need 100 in order to be considered like well on your way with your foot in the door and all that. So, you know, that's an idea.
The interesting thing, of course, I mean, I think I have a similar number of subs, and mostly it's only like my older LPs that I did, and I'm like, hey, for all my subs out there who happen to be watching this stuff, I'm so sorry that you get to see like one video every month or so, because honestly, monetization of YouTube is not exactly a priority for me.
Nah, I mean, I'm sure with the amount of views that I get, I'd only be getting a couple pennies, if that. But hey, who knows? If I get monetized, then YouTube would probably throw my channel within their algorithms that say, hey, check out this guy a little bit more often. And then I'll get more views. Not that that's honestly a huge deal for me, view count. But, you know, the more people that look at the videos that I make, then the more that makes me feel good, so.
I like it when my numbers go up.
Well, that too, but I also like it when people pay attention to the things that I do.
You just like the attention.
Yeah, who doesn't?
People who are antisocial?
Let's try going this way. We got something coming up.
Obviously, you need to get with the times, and you have to start face camming shit.
I don't think I'll ever do that. And that's the end of my thought. I don't think I'll ever really do that, just because. Well, first of all, I don't really have a good enough webcam for it. I do have a webcam, but it's pretty shitty. And second of all, just because that sounds lame.
That sounds like you're trying to just get popular.
All right, you. So
We're gonna make this a sporting
let's see
fight.
if. Yeah, I'm gonna make this a sporting fight. I'm not gonna use the power bomb, or at least I'm not gonna try. If I fail, then I'll just skip right ahead to it. Use the power bomb.
Well, you have to blow up his chest plate twice.
It's been a while since I've fought this guy, and hopefully, I'm not too bad at it right now. Hopefully, I'm better at it than I am at speaking right now. It's very difficult to focus on two things at once.
I don't know, I think I was doing just fine speaking when I was doing my Need for Speed LP, but then again, that's a different set of skills.
Yeah.
Here you have to mash a lot of buttons. There I just have to pay attention to where I'm driving. Yes! Get super missiled.
There we go. Off to a good start.
He's already halfway dead, it looks like, although this color scheme is gray.
Yeah, you started blue. The other Metroids, the other Omega Metroids, they started green.
Yeah. So this is obviously like a... Now he looks a bit like a lava Metroid, with the volcano Metroid, with that ash red look. It's a cool look. He's like a reskin of a character.
Well, when you put it that way, it actually feels kind of lame. Reskinning characters, like reskinning enemies and then buffing up their numbers super high, I always thought that was kind of a lazy way to rebalance shit in any game, and in RPG especially. Like you fight...
I could say they could get away with it. They could get away with it probably with older titles because you know, you had limited memory.
That's
and
true.
You had
that is
you know,
very true.
And the animations and all that. But yeah, in this day and age, recoloring really doesn't do much.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to identify them by elemental type, for a visual cue for the player. You know?
Oof. I love this guy's theme.
The Omega boss. Oh, nice! You actually that was kind of staggered, but you got it.
Yeah, I had to think about that one for a second, honestly. Is he dead? No.
He's almost dead. He's bloody. Ow!
This is bad. This is not where I wanted to be.
What, you want it to be...
I wanted to be on the other
front of
side
his
because
fire
there's
beam?
more... No, there's more room behind him than there is in front of him.
You can always just hop... fall on his head. You can always jump over him now.
I'm just... Oh, nope. Ooh, damn. There we go.
There, he's down. Good job.
Just pump him
You
full of
lived up
ice.
by your sporting code. Your code of honor.
I gave him a chance. Okay. I appreciate that, like, I never really brought this up, especially because I was kind of in the middle of a fight, but I appreciate that the background is trying to tell us something, like something about the environment, about the history of where we are right now.
There's a door to your right. Like, there's a drop door.
Oh, yeah. There is.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like the background does look like this is like a sort of like processing chamber or something. And now it's, you know, now it's become a Metroid nest or whatever. And it's like, oh dear, what happened here? Well, you know, that's the thing I like about this game, and I like about Metroid. And more games should do this if they build themselves exploration based. They have to tell a story with the visuals. Like, I have not played Xenoblade 2 at all, but Xenoblade 1, I loved the visuals, and I loved the fact that, you know, as you kept saying, hey, if you can see it, you can very likely get to it. But at the same time, it's like, you know, what is this? You know, oh, this is the Bionis' whatever, you know, and you can see, oh, I can see how that tells a story about that, and in this game it's the same thing, but I don't know how Xenoblade 2 does it, but I've played games that say, oh, this is exploration. It's like nothing is being conveyed to me here visually, you know? It's all very bog standard sometimes.
I am not doing great on... I'm going to turn this on for now. Xenoblade 2... Nope. that's not working.
That's heavy.
There you go.
Now you got it. Maybe he needed a super missile to really blow him up fast.
Xenoblade
Xenoblade
2, it's very visually stunning. It's graphically gorgeous and all that. I think I'm far enough into it. I think like I'm about 50 hours into the game, and I think I'm
about 50 hours.
Well, I mean, like I don't know exactly how many hours.
No, I'm just joking. I like the fact that a JRPG nowadays, like, I can draw conclusions 50 hours in. It's like most games these days, like you get done with it like 20 hours. Anyway, go on.
Well, JRPGs back in the day, like how far back do we need to go before 50 hours is considered excessive? Like in the GameCube, one of my favorite JRPGs was Tales of Symphonia, and that took between 80 and 100 hours. And another good one was Skies of Arcadia, and that one definitely took over 80.
Is that a one-way door or a door that you can bust open on the left?
One way, yep.
Ah, there we go. Okay, anyway. But the thing is, though, some of those games that they have a lot of grinding, and it adds time, you know? It's like I can just say as much like a WoW or Guild Wars 2 or any of those MMOs that are like can provide hours of entertainment or of use are really just you killing the same mob over and over.
That's
but anyway,
true.
Xenoblade 2. Yeah?
I think I am far enough into the game that I would be able to say one way or another, like if it's bad about the exploration and being able to tell a story with its environment, etc., etc. But that's a conversation for a different video because I do have a lot of thoughts about it. If I were to try and vocalize all of them, it's just that.
Oh, so you're gonna make one of your review videos that you did before, like with Odyssey, or?
Unlikely. I don't think I'd be doing that for Xenoblade. It's just that I want to say that it does do that thing where it tells a story with the environment, but it does it differently, and it does it poorly. Or at least not as well as Xenoblade 1 did. Alright, you again.
Fighting a green one now! It's like this is... That last one was Donatello. This one is Leonardo. Or Raphael. This is Raphael.
Raphael is the red one.
Yeah, but he's red and green. Donatello was purple and green. So, you know. The other one was blue. That's the closest Donatello color we have.
Who was the blue?
Leonardo.
Leonardo?
Yeah, Donatello was purple, but Leonardo should be the queen bee, or the queen. Wow, that lightning armor took pretty much no damage from that. That's a huge defense boost.
Ooh.
Nice. And you busted open his shell.
Ow.
Turtle power.
Well.
Okay, well there goes all your lightning.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't take much damage. There we go. It didn't take much beating or much damage from a single hit from the Omega Metroid, but, you know, I just kind of let it get beat up a little bit.
One thing I'm not really sure if I like, or maybe I do, maybe it's good design or not, but they really should change up the timing on their bites or something.
I think I did notice that they changed it just slightly, but it's generally not a whole lot, not enough to really catch me off guard, because you hear the sound of him lunging first, and there is also a visual indicator, which is the blue flash around his mouth. It does feel, though, that sometimes some of them, they just take a little bit longer to rear back and lunge forward than others.
Alright, Fire Stomp. I really like this guy's design.
Yeah, the Omega Metroid is one of the more perfect enemies in the Metroid series, I think. Just everything about his design. He's very intimidating. He's very bulky. Oh, that was incorrect of me.
That was it. That was the one.
Yeah. He's just fun to look at. He's fun to fight against. He's fun to... Like, his theme is really fun. Everything about him is just perfect. He's the perfect enemy.
I like the fact that they stop using their little they stop flying and they go more terrestrial and they get bulky. Like this guy's like basically a brawler. He just like leaps at you, lunges at you, swipes, claws, and it's like I'm not here to be subtle. Well, you clearly are. You're like, oh, I'm not gonna morph out. I'm just gonna run into his face.
You know, sometimes Samus...
Speaking of subtle.
Samus, sometimes she just doesn't give a fuck. Oh, wow, that didn't kill him.
She's like, the armor will take it. It'll hold, it'll hold. But I like how, like I was saying, I like this guy's like physical presence. He doesn't try to get clever with energy attacks, except for his fire breath or anything like that. He's just like, I'm just gonna fucking swing at you. I'm gonna F you up. You really should just super missile him when he's doing that.
Yeah, I was thinking that like halfway through it, I could probably start shooting super missiles at him. But you know, hindsight 2020. When is this guy gonna die? He is extremely red.
He's got that. He's got that badge that from Super Mario RPG that protects you when you're nearly dead.
From RPG?
The luck badge, what's it called? Paper Mario.
Well, there are a handful of badges.
Was it the luck badge?
There are a handful of badges like that. There's the close call badge is, I think, the one that you're thinking of.
That's the one. That's the one, yeah. He's like, oh, I'm just barely hanging on there. Hey, we did it.
One Metroid remaining.
Queen's the last one.
I wonder what, in fact, it could be.
'Tis the Queen. This room's got much more wrecked than the other one. Look at that. The computer's on the ground, smashed.
Yeah.
Still making its display. Where's the power generator of this place? It's got to be running on some sort of super tech for not to run out all this time.
One thing that this room is doing differently from the other room is that the walls in the background, they're all kind of fleshy. And like you could,
it's much more biotic.
Like in the previous room with the Omega Metroid, it was pretty just high tech and just kind of like an empty storeroom. But this room, it looks like the Omega Metroid was here for a while, and like maybe it was making itself at home. So that's another thing that the environment is trying to tell us. Maybe is like they all started from in here or something, or at least that one he's just been there for a while. Whereas the other one, he was just, well, I don't know, he was wandering around, he got lost or something.
He's been there longer. I mean, I was gonna say, you haven't played The Last of Us, right? Or watched an LP of it?
No, I have not.
Okay, because there's like in The Last of Us, there's a particular enemy type that basically is like, when an infected has been infected for a very long time, like, they become this huge shell, this walking nightmare thing, but it bursts out of this bed of mushrooms and all that. It's disgusting looking, but it's like, oh god. Obviously, this guy's been here for a long time, just molting, you know? Just molding over, growing. And it's like, yuck. Same with that one. That Metroid obviously has been making itself at home there. It's just been like, yeah, I'm just gonna, just gonna secrete some fleshy appendages and make myself comfy. Home is where the heart is, kind of thing.
Okay. So, I don't know where the near... I think it's actually below me. That's either a save spot or a teleport.
It's a teleporter. It's a teleporter.
Yeah, you're right. The next one is a save spot then.
Yeah. Teleporters are the little Chozo winged statues, whereas save points are just those round, oval, circular things. I just said 3 shapes.
Okay. Yeah. Round, oval, circular.
That's my code name.
I kind of want to go back up here and explore this tower a little bit more before we head back.
Yeah, why not?
So I'm going to do that. I'm the one holding the controller.
You're the one holding the DS in your hand. I actually, the other day, well, not the other day, I should say like about a month ago before I left for the US on my holiday trip, I had some friends drop by to, just hang out with me one last time before I went out. And one of them was like, she was looking at my shelf and it's like, wow, you've got a lot of DS games. And I'm like, yeah, you want to buy some? Because, I haven't played my DS in a long time. And I have an old school DS, like with the tiny freaking screen and all that. And I was like, do you want to just buy this for like $20 or something, or you want to borrow it with like Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, and all that. And you know, it was so.
You're talking the DS and not the 3DS, are you?
The DS, yes.
Okay.
The original old school DS.
Okay.
And it surprised me when I opened it up. It's like, wow, that screen's so tiny. And when I turned it on, it was such a long time since I used it that it was like, please enter your date and name.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Save again, why not?
So anyway, it just kind of goes to show, like, the DS has had a long and fulfilled life. I mean, I think that I got my DS for the first time just to play Ace Attorney, I believe.
Hmm.
I think that was my first purchase of the DS. Or was it Super Mario 64? I cannot remember what my first DS game was.
I would imagine it would be 64. Way back then, Ace Attorney was considered like a huge gamble by Capcom, and like, I don't recall you saying that you got it day one or anything. You definitely got into the series before I did. You're the one that introduced me to it.
Right.
But I don't think that you bought it on launch. I'm pretty sure you bought something else before that.
No, I didn't buy it on launch at all. I just mean to say that I don't remember what my first DS game was.
Hold on.
I don't remember. Was it Metroid Hunters? Metroid Prime Hunters? No.
Hunters. The old fat DSs. They came with a demo copy of Hunters.
No, but I never played the demo itself.
I played the hell out of the demo, and I played the hell out of Hunters.
Well, Hunters was an okay but flawed game. It was a good attempt to try to mix up Metroid Prime with the DS, but you know, control-wise, it had issues.
So, apparently, we learned this in the thread, but when you see these long corridors of crystals, and we don't know how to get around them, like you remember we thought to try the power bomb, etc., what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go into Spider Ball and then lay a power bomb, and then this happens.
How are you supposed to learn that?
No one knows.
It's like you have to try everything. It's like, well, I got the power bomb. Might as well. Whoa!
Yeah. I'm thinking something like that is pretty much exactly how it was supposed to go down. Like, you're supposed to just try everything as soon as you got the means to try everything.
I don't know. That still sounds a bit off to me.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm not saying that's good design.
No. I'm just saying, design-wise, like, you know how the games, like, I like the thing that Metroid teaches you by showing or by putting examples, and then you do it. The thing I'm talking about is the fact that until this exact point, we haven't had any opportunity to like get set up in that situation, like dropped into a thing where we just got the power bomb from Billy, and there's that corridor, and it's like you get stuck there, you know. Like, that's the best way to teach the players something, is to actually keep them stuck into place with a new tool they just got and being like, try it, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's kind of being dumb, but at the same, maybe some players get frustrated, but at the same time it's like, you just got a new thing, try it out, you know?
This very game was actually pretty good about that with the grapple beam. It gave us the grapple beam, and then it put us in a number of inescapable situations that required the grapple beam in order to move through. And the fact that it didn't try to teach us that we could do that with the power bomb is actually kind of surprising, because this game has actually really been... It's been really... Well, it's a weak word to use, but it's been good about trying to teach us that sort of thing with their gameplay, with the options that the game gives us with our new movement capabilities.
A question. That big corridor up there with the super missile upgrade, is there a way to cancel out of the power bomb blast like that?
Like,
can you tap down or something while you're doing it to escape it?
I can try. May as well before we head back.
Just mash every button.
Yeah.
And if you untangle yourself, you'll be good.
Okay, round 2. I'm pressing all the buttons. Nothing.
Nothing happens?
No.
How are you supposed to get that super missile then?
Let's try.
Are you supposed to slow down time maybe?
Nope.
Nope. Huh. Oh wait. There's a door below you. There's a door below you.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Like go out here. Yeah. Sneaky. There it is.
It's good that the.
All right. There. Well.
It's good that the
Yeah.
game is telling us. It's good that the minimap is telling us this shit. Okay, so.
I guess they figured you'd be using the pulse scan a lot more. Alright, you need lightning armor up here. Oh, there's a slick wall.
Oh yeah, there
You
it
have to
is.
drop and do your combine. Yeah, there we go.
Of course.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Scummy! I
I'm-
don't think you have enough Aeon to
yeah.
do the whole thing again.
Fuck me. Oops.
Sneaky bastards!
Alright.
Time to kill a couple of enemies and come back.
I think I'll just put down a pin and then come back later. Oops. This one? There we go. Yellow, why not? Alright, so yeah, I'll just come back later.